Well, this is gonna be exciting. We're back at Walt Disney World's Contemporary Resort. Opened October 1st, 1971. This resort was one of the first hotels opened at Walt Disney World and was then and is now one of the finest. For 1971, this was the most futuristic looking building imaginable. Still very retro futuristic looking, almost brutalist in fact. Back in the 1970s, this thing looked so modern, it looked like a freaking spaceship had landed. And it wasn't just the design that made it so futuristic, the construction methods were futuristic as well. The Contemporary was designed so that each of the rooms was a prefabricated separate structure that could be lifted up and slotted in by crane. It was supposed to save a little time and money, and of course it did neither, but it was still at least a new idea. Either way, the Contemporary is still here, and it's been upgraded and remodeled many times. In fact, since the last time I stayed here, they've had a major upgrade. Not only is it all mid-century modern themed, which I would love anyways, it also has sort of an Incredibles theme going on down here. I always hoped I'd get to stay here again. And today, even though I'm technically not staying here, we're still gonna get to go inside. Not just one of the rooms, but maybe the most epic room on the whole property. But we'll get to that in just a minute or two. Oh my gosh, just when you think it can't get more epic than the outside of the building, look at the inside. It is absolutely incredible. Look at that. The roof stretches up 9 stories above us. There are epic, gigantic murals, well, really mosaics, by Mary Blair, one of my favorite Disney artists of all time. And of course, best of all, it's the only hotel at Walt Disney World, the only hotel I know of anywhere, where the monorail goes right through the building. Now, the Contemporary is one of Walt Disney World's deluxe resorts, which means it's right here on the monorail loop. It's very fancy, very pricey, and it's connected to the Magic Kingdom by monorail, by boat, and best of all, for my purposes today anyways, it is literally just walking distance away from the Magic Kingdom. And if you decide to walk, you get monorail views the whole way. And speaking of views, look at this! Just 10 minutes ago, we were in the Contemporary, and now we're in the freaking Magic Kingdom. The hotel is so close, you can actually see it from inside the park. Sure, it takes a little longer at the busiest times of the day, but essentially, you're just a 10-minute walk away from riding, dining, screaming. I don't care who you are, that is awesome. And the best part is, when you're sore and sick of the crowds and tired of being bumped into, instead of it taking an hour for you to get just to your car, much less to your hotel, you can just walk out of the gate here, hook a left, and be back to the Contemporary in another 10 or 20 minutes. All right, I've teased you long enough. Now it's time for the room. We are going into an epic suite inside of the Contemporary Resort. I've just been waiting for sunset because that's when the people who are currently using it are going to be finished. But the time has now come. We're going inside the most epic room in the Contemporary Resort. A room I didn't even know existed. The Presidential Suite. As you can see, night has now fallen. That means the group using the suite has left. I have been given the keys to the kingdom, and so we're going up. But incredibly, not up to any floor you can see from here. We're going up even higher to the 14th floor, a floor you can only reach if your magic band gives you access. That's right, the 14th floor is club level. The 15th floor, the top floor, like the penthouse area, is actually a restaurant called the California Grill. But this is the top floor you can stay on, and check this out. As soon as you exit the elevator, because it's club level, you're met with a little reception desk, a nice little lobby for the lounge area. You can see that there are free snacks right away, but that is just the beginning, because on the way to the room they have this whole dining lobby, and there are all kinds of desserts up here right now, but food and hors d'oeuvres earlier in the day. There's a fridge with drinks, a lot of stuff up here. We're not after food and drinks. What we're after is right here, room 4910. These double doors lead right inside, right to the ultimate room at the Contemporary. Let's see if this works. The Presidential Suite. Hello? Anybody home? Okay, I think we've got the place to ourselves. Prepare yourself, because this freaking room is epic. Holy moly, I was not expecting it to be this big. Would you look at the size of this place? It's gargantuan! And this is just the living room. We haven't even seen any of the bedroom areas yet. Look at this place. It's huge. This already is bigger than my first apartment. Actually, it's bigger than my second apartment and my third apartment. It's so huge and so cool looking. I almost don't know where to look first. Okay, let's start with living room 1. Look at this gorgeous mid-century modern furniture. Furniture-wise, I am so jealous. This is like a dream situation for me. If I could buy all this exact furniture, I'd be stoked. Look at it. If you're a fan of 1950s or 60s mid-century modern aesthetic, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. This is awesome. Huge TV on the wall right there. Huge couch. You can fit 4 or 5 people on that thing. 2 chairs here. Whoa! This one swivels. Whoa! Ugh, I'm okay. Oh my gosh. And then, of course, this living area leads into this huge dining area. And remember how I talked about this place having an Incredibles re-theme? Well, that becomes incredibly evident when you see the giant portrait on the wall of the Incredibles family. And look at this. It's lenticular. It's changing. They're changing from their civilian Parr family clothes into their super suits. The Incredibles is a great movie any way you slice it. Nice family story, a little bit of superhero action, but my favorite thing about that movie is that whole mid-century modern aesthetic, which is why when the Contemporary went that route, they decided The Incredibles was a perfect fit. Look at this crazy ceiling. Look at that light fixture and this huge dining room table. Again, with these rad mid-century chairs, nice leather on there, metal. I love these. If anybody owns a furniture store out there, this is what I'm looking for. Look at this. You got this nice credenza or chest of drawers over here. You got your freaky bullet lamps, your Disney version of Siri. Sorry, not Siri, Alexa, whatever it is. There's a book here about the art of Disney's Golden Age, which is actually incredible. Man, I want to get my hands on a copy of this book. And then check out the wall behind me. That is sick. I love that floor-to-ceiling shelf unit. Now, I'm just renting the house I live in, but there's this big blank wall in the living room. And I always stare at it and picture something just like this being on that wall. I mean, I'd have different knickknacks, but these are nice. You got your scoop and your thing and a thingy that spins, probably. Oh, look, someone put a bird on it. Freaky gold stuff, a gong of some kind. Is it too much if I say it's incredible? We've got all this living space, all this dining space, and then look at this over here. It's not just a bar. This is a full-on kitchenette. Check it out. You got everything and the kitchen sink over here. You have your coffee maker. There's an oven that I cannot figure out how to open, but it's an oven. There's all kind of drawers. Seriously, how the heck do you open it? Oh, there you go. Weird. There's a little fridge. Let's see if there's anything in it. Ooh, look at this. You got some Coke, Perrier, a True Moo, Mickey Mouse, chocolate milk. Ooh, I might take that with me. And then look at this big old cabinet. There's a little tea tray in there, some weird decorations. Decorations in the closet. How novel. And what do we got here? What do we got here? Ooh, another tea tray, a giant salad bowl. And look at this on the counter. A little bit of cutlery, some fruit. And check this out. There is a white chocolate monorail with a little chocolate welcome sign. That is so awesome. Look at that monorail right there. Wait a minute. Someone's taking one of the bonbons. No, bonbons! Whoa! Well, they did say I could have any snacks left over in the room. But I'm almost afraid to touch this monorail. It looks so nice. Even the monorail beam is made out of chocolate. If I could take that thing home and put it in a display case, I would, but I guess it's gonna go to waste and get thrown out if I don't eat it, so. Even though I think eating on camera is kind of gross, down the hatch. Turns out monorails are delicious. Wow, look at these incredible little clipboards they left, little notes on in here. I think they delivered some other bonbons. Looks like most of them have been consumed. Again, I don't want to get too punny about it, but this is incredible. But if you think the living room is incredible, it's about to get even better because you see all these drapes here? Well, those aren't just windows. These are all gigantic sliding glass doors. But it's not the doors that's so impressive. It's what's outside of them. Would you look at the size of this balcony? Nice fresh air, tons of furniture, but way more importantly, check out the view. Not only can you see all of the Seven Seas Lagoon, including the TTC down there, the Polynesian Resort, the Grand Floridian, and look, the water pageant's going down there. But check out that absolutely epic view of the Magic Kingdom. Now, I was able to come sneak up onto the balcony earlier in the day. That's how I got the room keys. And the view is incredible during the daytime. I mean, especially looking out at the other resorts, which are mostly in the dark at the moment. But even though daytime might look better on camera, I've got to say, standing here in person, it's the nighttime view for the win. And wait for it, it's gonna get even better because I think we are just in time to see the fireworks. Yes! Look at the size of those explosions! Dude, this is amazing! Ugh. What is it about fantasy castles and futuristic lands and explosions that gets you right in the heart and the imagination? Ah, this is the coolest thing ever. This is cool because I can hear the music being piped in to the restaurant on the floor above us and on some of the balconies down below us. So I can hear the music, but it's not overpoweringly loud. When I was growing up in Anaheim, my grandma's house was right across the street behind Disneyland, so the fireworks shot up right above the house. And I grew up watching them without the music, so I kind of like this. It's like the best of both worlds for me, my nostalgia. Plus, I can kind of hear the show. Woo! As you can see, we got a lovely breeze blowing the smoke right over to the hotel. We got the full experience over here. Yes! Yes! All right, come on. How is that not the best thing ever? You got this whole huge dining area, patio table sitting here right in front of the Magic Kingdom. You can eat your bonbons. With the same view, people pay a heck of a lot of money to see by eating up here at the California Grill on the top level. Down here, you got your own private balcony. Look, there's a little couch. You can rest, relax, cuddle, do whatever. You got a couple of seats, a little table. People who stay here probably have cigars and fine wine. And if this huge double balcony was not enough, don't worry, there are more ahead. Oh my gosh, it is so hard to tear myself away from that view and the sounds of the ferry boats and the sound of the train down there and the Liberty Bell. But it's got to be done because we have got to head into the next room and see where people sleep in this place. One last loving look here at this gigantic living room, which, by the way, check out how long it takes to cross it. It's massive. It's as long as, I don't know, 2 cars or whatever. At least 2 Geos. Do they make Geos anymore? Anyways, but behind this door is an equally lengthy chamber. Behold, we are entering the master bedroom, which really is basically its own suite. First of all, look at this. It has its own separate entrance with a whole bunch of closets as you enter. It's got its own little writing desk, a nice mirror there. And then look at this. There's a whole other living room, which not only has its own television set, but this rad red couch and these 2 epic mid-century modern chairs facing each other across this cool coffee table. This room even has its own phone in here. Oh my gosh. There is so much space in here. Just this room alone is bigger than any hotel room I've ever paid for. Dead seriously, I think there might be more square footage in here, if you count the living room, than the entire house that I rented home. And then look behind all of this. You've got the bed. Now that is probably a king-size bed, but look how small it looks because this room is huge. Up, you got your classic hidden Mickey made of towels on the edge, nice comfortable pillows back there, and check this out on the wall behind the headboard. Got this like nice retro stone thing going on, all glittery and flickery and whatnot. Got these great mid-century nightstands, and look at the artwork on the wall. You have some really cool Incredibles art. It kind of matches the art that we saw in the lobby and the art that's in some of the regular rooms, which, by the way, we are going to see a remodeled regular room in a second. So don't touch that dial. My favorite thing about this is look at this next to the pillows. Not only do you have all your light switches and a reading light. Check that out. It pops out right there. You can read your book. I love this. You got 2 plugs right here and 2 USB ports. You can charge your phone, charge your camera batteries if you're me. I love to just lay down right here and recharge my whole body, but nope, we gotta see the rest. Again, just like the Princess Diana suite we just filmed over at the Grand Floridian, which, by the way, was the presidential suite of that illustrious hotel here. I've been given permission to check this out, but not necessarily permission to sleep in here. I mean, nobody else is sleeping in it, so I could, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I feel like this is a little too rich for my blood. Okay, check this out. If you're wondering where the potty is, don't worry. The Incredibles Presidential Suite has got you covered. As you come right through this open doorway and get uncovered, you can check yourself on the scale down there, get nude on this bench, and then jump into this whole glass chamber where not only is there a huge bathtub, but look at this. There's a shower as well. So if you're one of those people that gets in the bath and you're like, oh, you know, bath, I'm feeling kind of scuzzy, I should have showered first, you can come over here, get your shower going, jump back in there and still be in the steamy, wet environment, never have to dry off and get cold. Bro, that is so cool. Look at that tub right there. That is awesome. Just a little weird because now I've seen the tub and I see the shower bench over here and all I can picture is somebody having a bath and then inviting their buddy to have a seat and hang out. Hey, you taking a bath? Yep, I'm bathing. Cool. How long are you gonna bathe for? As long as it takes. Aren't you gonna take a shower? No, I'm good. Here, try the bidet. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. Incredible. All right then, moving out of the glass chamber of awkwardness, look at this. You've got a beautiful room with a throne in it. Again, a glass door. I don't know who wants a glass door on their toilet. I don't know if I even want to see the shadow of somebody sitting in there. But it looks like this toilet also has special features. It's got that robot toilet stuff on the side. Look at this. It's got a heater on there. It looks like it's got some kind of little thing. What does that do? I pushed it, but nothing's happening. Ah, see, I was gonna bring out the squirter and make it squirt, and then I was gonna jump back like, oh no, like I was surprised, but it looks like the toilet was smarter than me. It's got a sensor on it, so the little bidet thing doesn't come out and squirt ya unless you're sitting on it. Stupid smart toilet. Ah, wow, I made it work. I made it work. Oh, I found out if you kneel on it and push the squirty, then it comes in it does the, oh no, toilet water. Oh no, now I got the floor all slippery. Stupid smart toilet. That's what I get for trying to be funny and put the thing on the ground. Let's do the sweep of the thing. I feel like Cinderella. All right, I guess I can clean later. Anyways, you got this huge round mirror here. Then you got a his and hers, or hers and hers, or who and whoever's mirrors. Got some makeup mirror there. I think you got a hair dryer in that bag down there. Extra toilet paper just in case. Good idea. Check out that mid-century modern stool for you to do your makeup while you sit on that bad boy. Just making sure it wasn't going to squirt at me. Everything squirts on me. Woo! And then look at this. You got your Disney Resorts accoutrement. Oh, body lotion. I need that. For science. For science. Pretty cool. You got a couple of sinks, you got a toilet, you got a shower, a bathtub. But if you think about it, you've only got enough equipment in there and enough room in this bed for 2 people. Sure, you could have a really close friend sitting on the couch, what with the open doors and the glass doors and whatnot. You know, or like maybe a baby with you or something like that. But there's not really enough room for a family with kids. So what do? You're wealthy enough to get this room, so clearly you get an adjoining room, and there it is way down there. But real quick, before we go through that door and out of this big master suite, once again, these aren't just window curtains. This is the entrance to another huge double balcony. Now, obviously, it's got the same view, so I'm not going to sport with your intelligence and show you the whole view again, but look at this. You've got 2 reclining deck chairs with this very plush, like, futuristic fabric. Now, if I can just, out there, I got the lights on now. And check that out. They're pointing the wrong way at the moment, but you can imagine just laying in those things, looking out at the Magic Kingdom, watching the monorails go by down there. I mean, this is awesome. The bed is actually facing the wrong way, but if I were sleeping in here, I'd be pretty tempted to drag the whole thing and move it so I could just stare at that all night. And yes, I mean move it onto the balcony. Of course, once again, this is a double balcony, so you also have a little bit of balcony furniture out here, which means at any given time you could have what? 4 people here, 2 people there, soaking up some Florida rays. You could have 2 people in the bed, 3 people on the couch, 2 people on the chairs, a couple people in that shower room, somebody at the desk. Looks like 8 people at the dining room table, 1 person tending bar, 1, 2, 3, 4 people on the couch, and 2 people here in the foyer. Not to mention that original balcony, at least 2 there, 2 there, and 4 more there. That's enough space for 38 people to be sitting down comfortably in here, as you know, as long as one of them was showering. Or actually, one could be taking a bath and one could be sitting on the toilet. Perfect. There you go, 38. And now you're starting to see why that big group I was talking about who let me come in the room after they were done was in here and why they weren't using the beds. All right, this is awesome. This is so cool. This would have impressed me before the remodel. I have actually stayed here in a regular room as a regular guest. I never had the park view before. So seeing all of this out of my window at night is all brand new to me. I'm sure you can go back and find my video of staying here at the Contemporary, which I loved even if I was on the other side of the building. I haven't had a chance to stay here since the remodel. Like I was saying, if you need extra space, what do? You get an adjoining room. Dude, and here we go. Look at this. Let's say monocle-wearing mom and dad are staying in that room and they have 2 kids. This is where you could put them. In this epic normal room here at the Contemporary, re-themed to be incredible. Look at the artwork up there. Some more on the wall on the side of the bed. Check out the cool light fixtures. Again, you got reading lights, you got the USB ports, some outlets there, a phone, so you can call mom and dad in the next door room. And then check this out, you got this TV over here. Look at that red, like, kind of backsplash thing you've got for the television. You got a cool mid-century lamp on it. Ooh, it looks like you got a bunch of USB ports and stuff on there as well. You got a nice little side table and a chair over here. I mean, that's pretty fancy for a kid's room. Heck, it's fancy even for an adult's room. Look at me, I have a chair. King of the castle, king of the castle. There's a nice little nightstand with some drawers there between the beds, which I believe are actually 2 queen-sized beds. Ooh, the kids got their own thermostat. And then look at here, you got a little place to hang up your coat. Couple of drawers down there. You know what? We never looked in the cabinets in the other room. I'm assuming it's just going to be a lot extra of the same type of stuff. You got your room safe, full-length mirror, your drawers are here. You've got a steamer. Ooh, you don't want to be wrinkly if you're fancy. I like that there's lights in all of the cabinets and closets and stuff. You got an extra blanket in here, a couple of robes, one of those thingies to put your luggage on. This is cool, you know? This door right here obviously leads out to the main hallway that we came into the other room from, and then between the bedroom area over yonder and the door is this. A nice lovely bathroom. I don't know what kind of mess is in here. I think this is the bathroom everyone was using. Huge mirror. You can see the whole place through the mirror. Look at that. You can see the bathtub and the shower in another glass chamber. That's kind of interesting there. That's even closer quarters than mom and dad have. And then, of course, the royal throne over here with extra I was going to say toothpaste. That's not toothpaste. That's toilet paper. And some artwork back there. A nice place to hang your coat. Looks like somebody used the accoutrement in here and used the extra toothbrush. But a lot of stuff in here. I like it, man. Kind of low-key. Can't wait to stay in the Contemporary again if it's this nice. It's so cool. I mean, the regular bedrooms like this do give off a cool mid-century vibe. Definitely not as cool as the big master suite, but I like it. I would be stoked to stay here, even if I didn't have the theme park view. And yes, the regular room does also have a balcony with a couple of those reclining chairs. And here you see a lot more evidence. See, normally after this happens, I clean up the room before I film it, but I didn't spot this mess. Darn it. Sorry, guys. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Now, given the option of staying one night, I think I'd rather sleep in here because it's cozy, it's normal, it's a hotel room, and I'm kind of used to staying in hotel rooms, so I'd feel fine in there. This one, if I was just staying for one night, might be a little large for me. I might be a little freaked out, especially sleeping way down there at the end of that hallway. If I was by myself, you know, probably all the doors would be open and I would just be looking at this huge space like, hello, anybody there? It would give me a little bit of Shining vibes, which is kind of doing right now, to be honest. Luckily, you're here with me. If somebody gave me the option of spending a week in that room or a week in this room, I would take a week in this room if I had time to get used to it, or if I was with other people. You know, at least Allie or something, this would be like a cool dream honeymoon type stay. I don't think it would be Allie's dream honeymoon. I think she'd probably rather go to Rome or Paris or Tokyo or Hawaii or something like that. But I'm just saying, if you were sent here on your honeymoon, there would be nothing to complain about. This room is epic. I told you, this is the best freaking room at the Contemporary, bar none. And I'm gonna argue this is the best, at least single room in the entire Walt Disney World Resort for the following reason. That is the reason. I'm watching the ferry boats go by. I've been watching the monorails go back and forth. I can hear the little lonely whistle of the boats. I'm watching the rockets spin around. The people mover going on down there. Tron and whatnot. By day, you can see Big Thunder. You can see all the people going in and out. And let's not forget the epic fireworks show that happens every night out here. Got to tell you, that has to make this the best room anywhere at Walt Disney World. The most luxurious room, maybe not. You know, the favorite room, other people have different tastes. It might not be the biggest room. I mean, if you're counting the treehouse that we stayed in as a room, and if you haven't seen that video, that's another epic suite out here. I've also stayed in a suite, or at least filmed a suite at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, kind of the same deal as this, which is every bit as epic. And when you go out on that balcony, there are live giraffes and okapis and who knows what out there eating stuff. Water buffalo, I don't know what they got over there. So if you're into animals, you might say Animal Kingdom Lodge beats this. But if you're an old school Walt Disney fan, if you're a Kingdom Parks kind of person like I am, if you, like me, feel the magic in the Magic Kingdom, then this is definitely the most epic room you could possibly get just for the view alone. Well, at least until they let you rent out that room that's built up in the castle, you know, the Dream Suite. I've been hoping to get in there for years, but it does not look like it's going to happen anytime soon. Then again, I never thought I would be in a place like this in my entire life. Not even as the maid. I mean, because let's face it, who'd hire me as the maid? Did you see what I did to the bathroom in there? Yeah. Not to mention the monorail bonbon fiasco. Ugh. 11 years ago, I was just freshly divorced. I was broke. I had no job, no future. I had a chronic disease. Well, I still have that. It was undiagnosed. I did not know how to treat it, which meant I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't work anywhere because I was always having to go to the bathroom and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. I thought my life was pretty much over. I was headed for the poorhouse or maybe a friend's garage if I was lucky. I thought my love life was going to be over forever since, you know, who I thought was my love actually turned out to hate my guts all the whole time. I even kind of, and it was kind of a mistake, ended up sort of throwing all my friends away because some people didn't want to take sides and I didn't know who knew things and who I could trust after all of that. My heart was broken, my trust was broken, my wallet was broken. Everything in my life seemed like it was completely over. The only thing I had going on was making these videos all that time ago, just for fun, just on the side, just as a thing. And luckily you guys, the people that watched, came to the rescue and completely changed my life. I'm not kidding you. It was literally, I'm gonna lay down and just die and give up and be a horrible person, or you know what? I'm making these silly videos. They seem to make people happy. I'm just gonna throw myself into that as long as I can. I met a new lady who turned out to be the love of my life. Everything got better and better. It's still not perfect, don't get me wrong. I'm just broke at a higher level now. But I've met so many incredible people, seen so many incredible things, and I've got to share them with all of you guys. And that is my mission. It's because of that. It's because the audience of the videos saved my life. That I'm not an influencer. I'm not trying to sell you a product or even sell you this hotel room. Lord knows I could never afford to stay here ever. I don't want to sell you a Disney lifestyle or any other lifestyle but your own. That's why no matter how many times it's been offered, I don't have any sponsorships for this channel. It's completely fan-funded by Patreon or the few merch sales that we do, that kind of thing. It is my mission and why I will stay on the quest for positivity, why I will keep filming adventures as long as you'll keep watching. And I just want to say now, to me, the real incredible people is you. Are you? Am you. Ours, you. You, to me, are incredible. And I cannot thank you enough for watching. I cannot thank you enough for coming on this crazy journey with me. If you're new here, we got more than 1,000 episodes for you to check out on this channel alone, much less my other channel. There's all kinds of links down below in the description. We got Patreon, we got Instagram, we got a Facebook group, we got all kinds of fun stuff. So check that out if you would like. If you would not like, well, then don't. But you know what you should do if you really don't like me? You should leave a thumbs up on this video. That'll show me. All right, gang. I'm gonna clean up this monorail mess now. And don't tell anybody, but I think I'm gonna drink that chocolate milk in the fridge. And then ski-daddle back on to where I'm staying tonight in Florida, which is with a whole bunch of friends. I'll be back in California soon, and then I hope to be going on a road trip across the entire country this summer, trying to save up all the pennies that I can for that. So the adventure will continue. But for now, you've done your duty. You can go home and sleep well. Something. Oh, I also forgot to close the balcony door. I forgot! Something really important I have to do! I can't believe I even forgot to do this at the Princess Diana suite! Sit down! Ooh, the ceiling! Okay, one little monkey jumping on the bed. He jumped up and bumped his head! Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the... Bed. This is so ridiculous. Okay. Okay, how was Alright, you guys stay out here and I'll give it a try. You ready? Whoa! I feel so clean. Now, obviously, it was locked. Look how smart I am. I learned. Oh, no, haha, look how smart I am. Oh, okay. Ah, what the heck is that? You're not Mickey. You're not Mickey. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're an intruder. Intruder. The most luxurious room. You know, oh my gosh, that's the castle out there. That is so cool. Look at the freaking castle.